now listening to the Sportz Nutz.
Oh my goodness, we are back and we're better than ever. Hope you guys had a fantastic weekend. I know I had a good weekend. My man's sitting next to me though. Matt, what's going on with you, man?
Hey, what's up, guys? What's up, fellas? Hope everybody's doing good. Hope everybody's doing well. Unfortunately, I gotta sit here next to Brandon, but I'll be okay.
You know what?
Yeah, you know I love you, Brandon. You know I love you, man. Hope you're doing good. Man. Hope you had a good week.
South report.
Yeah.
Oh man, but hey, my man is sitting below me. Shane, what's going on, brother? How you been?
Man, been doing good. I don't know how I feel sitting below you because you know what they say rolls down hills. So.
You know what?
especially coming from him.
What is that supposed to mean, sir?
Everything.
Oh, yeah. just having a good time, man. It's a lovely Tuesday evening. Ready to get into this episode. I'm trying to be more like you, say weird things.
I am not a weird person. I am not a crook. Hey, we have two additional people joining us today, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, the man sitting next to Bryan. Next to Matt Pinsman. What's going on, brother? How you doing, man? Well, he froze.
I'm good, and guess what? I'm 6 feet away from you, so I'm not below you or next to you. So I'm 6 feet.
Oh, y'all got jokes. And then man sitting right below Pinsman, Bryan, what's up, brother? How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. Hey, by the way, just wanted to let y'all know that I did call that game right. Clemson and the SMU beating Clemson, and also I picked the Vanderbilt over LSU on Saturday. Right. So there you go. And by the way, sorry for Matt and Brandon for the 49ers beating the Atlanta Falcons.
Look at Matt. Wait. I gotta zoom in on Matt's face. Hold on, Matt.
Hey, look, man. I've already had to hear it from all my these Niner cohorts and these Niner bandwagon jumpers, man. I've been having to hear from them for the last 2 days, so I'm kind of numb at this point, man. So you know how it is, man. You know how it is, and we talk. Atlanta has a good game, so we as Atlanta fans, we start feeling each other. We get it right here, and then something like 30-0 to the Panthers, or
or 20-10, and 10 players on the field instead of the full 11.
Like we'll beat just for blinks and giggles, we'll beat the Bills, and beat them handily, dominate them, but a more inferior team that's depleted with injuries, we get decimated. So you know how it is.
Yes, and
what are the kids saying now? 6'7".
Oh God, don't do that because Addison cannot stand that. I go Addison did this to her, and she goes, "Daddy!" every time.
Hey, my daughter does it too, man. She called me with it the other day, man. I was like,
"Well, Cassie said there's a new one called 414 or whatever now."
41.
Yeah.
No. Savannah Easton's doing that now too. 6'7".
Yeah, he did it when we went to the Clemson softball game, Matt, and he goes, Mr. Brandon, and Addison looks and she goes, what? And he goes, 6'7". She goes, ah! I love it. It cracks me up every time. Oh, look, we have a wonderful spam message. We're going to leave it there. Whatever. Guys, we have a jam-packed episode. Literally, we have a jam-packed episode. We have two universities on tonight, and we are beyond elated to have them on. And if we have time left over, yes, we will. We have one little quick segment to talk about. Real quick reminder, we do have an episode tomorrow night. Yes, we have an episode with my idol, the legendary, the great Rob DeMello of KHON2. He is the sports director. He's going to talk to us about UH sports. And I'm beyond excited that he has agreed to come on our show. It just means the world to me to have somebody who I idolize come on. Then after that, we have more episodes. We're going to talk about we'll talk about real quick. Yes. Then Friday, we have a professional women's basketball player coming on. She plays internationally for the team in Peru. Her name, ironically, is Addison Burleson. She is a 6'1" forward. She is actually from London, England. So we're really excited to have her come on. It's really, really nice that she has taken the time out of her schedule. And look, the signal's not always the best down in Peru, but yeah, she is agreed to come on, and it really makes us appreciative of her. And then Tuesday, the October the 28th, we have the athletic director of Utah Tech coming on to talk about the program and the next steps for the future. And then there will be no episode on Halloween. Shane will be doing Shane things on Halloween. So will Matt, myself, I'll be trick-or-treating with my daughters. Then Tuesday, November the 4th, we have Whittier College. Look, this school at Whittier College, they're based in California. They took a 12-year hiatus off, and their football program starts back up next year. We're excited to talk to them about it. We're talking to the athletic director, Corey. And then Friday, November the 7th, the prodigal son, Matt, the prodigal son has returned. Abe Gordon, yes, he is joining us again to talk, what else, Atlanta sports. And then last, but certainly not the least, Tuesday, November the 11th, we have the Biloxi Breakers pro hockey team. Yes, we have another hockey team come on. We're really excited. And look, our guy's sitting literally 6, as he calls it, 6 feet away from me. Pinsman, we're really excited about him getting the chance to talk to us about talk to them about hockey. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, as you did see, I did change the logo up there. Maryville College, they are officially here. Let's get it going. Coach, what's going on, man? How are you doing?
Doing awesome. How we doing, guys?
Good. Thank you so much for coming on. It really does mean a lot to us. You know, I've been following you guys for the whole season, and you guys have had a tremendous season so far. You're 5-1. And you know, what has been the feeling around town been like for y'all's football program and the level of success you've had? I also have heard the P word being mentioned, which is playoffs.
Yeah, we're a long way away from having that conversation. Yeah, I think it's been a lot of fun. Sorry, I'm trying to hold my iPad here. I'm not really great at this. Look, it's been a lot of fun. This is a football community. Football matters a lot in our town, and there's awesome high school football played around here in the greater Knoxville area and Blount County specifically. And so, I think the community is really rallied around us and around our players because of how consistent they've been with their performance. And this has kind of been building over the last couple seasons of a lot of, consistent performance and well-played games. And I'm just happy for our school and that they get to experience something because you guys know there's nothing better than being around a really good football season. It kind of sets the standard and the tempo for the rest of campus. And high school teachers and principals and college administrators will tell you the better the football team does, the better the season, the better the vibes on campus are, the better the town feels about themselves, the better the kids behave, and it's all the stuff, and it just makes for a good environment. And it's kind of up to us to continue to improve and get better.
Amen to that. I actually know the Knoxville area very well. I have family who is in Oak Ridge, Tennessee, and also
here we go.
Kingston. So I know that area so well. But Shane, go ahead, man. I know you have a good question. Go ahead, man. Oh, he's muted. Hold on.
Of course, thanks for coming on. I just noticed I got the colors right tonight. Might be the wrong team, but I got the colors right at least.
Oh, you look good, man. The colors look good.
Oh yeah, but I wanted to get with you and kind of get your mindset and what it's like taking these young men and kind of turning them into better young men and great players. How do you prioritize that with your team?
I think it starts, I've said this a couple different times. People have asked some version of that question. And typically for me, I think what we've done the best is get the right people in the buildings. And that's players and coaches. We've gotten the right people that understand exactly what our program is, what our culture is, what we want. And for us, it starts with being very upfront and honest about what the expectations are going to be, what the standards are going to be, what their experience is going to be like. And we want guys in our team and in our program that want to have an incredible experience, right? And there's a lot of things that make that up, right? It's like how you travel, what kind of uniforms you wear, what your locker room's like, winning, the coaches you're around. There's a lot of things that make up an incredible experience, right? So we want guys that want to have an incredible experience while we pursue Christ, pursue a degree, pursue the conference championship, and pursue the national championship. And we're very upfront and honest about this. These are the things that we're going to do. And these are the ways we're going to try to do that. And, this is really, with this crew, last year's team and then this year's team are kind of the first years of guys that have been exclusively in our version of Maryville football, right? And so the freshmen, the guys who were seniors last year were freshmen the first fall I was here. And then the guys who are seniors this year were the first group that we spent a full calendar year recruiting. So they really understand exactly what the expectations are and what they were, and they bought into it. And, this group's really special to me because there's, the old adage, right? It's like hard times create hard men, and then hard men create good times. That these are kind of the hard guys that created the good times that are seniors. I mean, it was tough around here when they were young. When they were puppies, it was hard. And I was not always easy to play for. And I'm probably not now either. But I really wasn't then. And they believed in what we were doing. Their parents believed in what we were doing. And that's made the difference for us. And it's why we were able to kind of turn the corner. And it's led into another, successful start to the season.
Matt, go ahead.
Yeah, Coach, like Shane alluded to, man, we really appreciate you coming on. But, you're well into your tenure, leading Maryville right now. So tell us, how would you describe the identity and the culture that you've built within this program?
Yeah. About our team, I hope it's a team that they say, I tell everybody all the time, a team that loves each other the most is a team that wins. So I hope it's a group that loves each other. And you can't love your teammates unless it starts with respect. Teams are like any other relationship, right? It starts with respect. And then time and shared experiences equals trust. And then more time and more shared experiences equals love. So we've done a good job of retaining our players, playing with juniors and seniors. And that's why they love each other. I hope that that's what the culture is. And now, look, we're more like brothers. And brothers fight. That's kind of the way it is. So, we get after each other pretty good. But it's really fun on Saturdays watching them celebrate each other's plays. Right, when the defense makes a big play and the offensive guys on the sidelines are celebrating with them, or vice versa, we break a long run or long pass and watching the guys celebrate, and that's really awesome. I mean, that I think is what makes it really fun.
Absolutely, Bryan, go ahead, man.
I got a couple of questions here. Seeing your schedule, which game or games do y'all look at forward to the most, whether it's from a blowout to a previous season, just because?
Rivals and stuff. I mean, I think for our school, for Maryville, and that's a big part of being in this conference. This is our first year in the SAA. So some rivalries have kind of changed. We reignited some rivalries. I mean, honestly, we for our older alumni, the center game playing against Rhodes and then Sewanee, those are big games for our older alumni. Those are who we've played the most. And so those are big games for us. For our younger alumni, we played Berry last year in the national playoffs and beat them in a pretty awesome college football game. I mean, it was more awesome because we won, but it would have been awesome no matter the result. It was a great game. But I know that will have a lot of juice. I know our guys we're flying to Texas this weekend. I know our guys are pumped to do that. I got about half the guys going on that trip have never flown before. So I told them they got to all sit in the back with each other. They can't sit beside me. I don't want to hear them holler on the plane, screaming. I don't want to deal with it. Y'all got to sit in the back. But coaches will sit up in the front. Y'all can go hold each other's hands back there and sing Kumbaya. But I think it's going to be awesome. I mean, that's like a really cool experience. I think it legitimizes the college football experience they're going to have, that they get to fly. And I mean, that's pretty special.
Absolutely. It really is a special moment. Matt, real quick, I texted you, look at your phone. But yes, Pensman, go ahead, man.
Your athletic programs as a whole are pretty impressive. I'm looking at every sport you have, or which ones would you say you have propel you guys to the next level, meaning FCS?
Oh God. Oh man, us to go bigger? Yeah. Man, we need some money. That's what we need. Yeah, look, I mean, we've got, I think we've had a lot of really good alignment from the president through the board of directors down to the athletic director, down to the coaches, about knowing kind of who we are, the size of our school, that we want to be the best version of ourselves that we can be and see what that looks like. I mean, we got a long way to go to be a national player across the board. The first step was joining this new conference, and that's really helped us a bunch. I think being in this new league is football is the first sport to do it. We're kind of the, like boldly going where nobody's gone before type, right? We're going to test it out. The coaches were joking around with me today. Some of the head coaches were like, "Hey, let me know how this flight goes for you. Good luck. Let me know." I'm like, "Okay, great." But
they put a little confidence on you with.
Yeah. No, yeah. Well, I was like, "Look, guys are already calling for thunderstorms in Texas, so I'm already nervous about getting back home." Right. But I think that getting in the new conference, the competitiveness of that is going to help raise our profile. Now, look, I think anybody would tell you probably traditionally our men's basketball has been a really strong program on campus. I mean, they've had like 3 coaches in the last 50 years, which means they've won a bunch, and they've got a lot of really good players. They've been in the national tournament, been in the Sweet 16, Elite 8. They've had some fabulous teams. They've got a really good coach right now and good staff, and they've got a really good program. I mean, they're going to be top 25 again this year, which is kind of their standard, their expectation. And I think our softball teams were really good a couple of years ago, and they're going to be good again. And baseball's won the conference the last 2 years. And I think we have as good a volleyball team this year as we've had in a while. And there's just a lot of sports that have gotten a lot better. Our men's and women's soccer programs have been very consistent and potential to win the conference and play in the national tournament, both teams. And so it just, everybody's good. I think we have a lot of good coaches, and we're in a great area to live. And so it kind of sets up to have a lot of success, which just, we're kind of the new kids on the block, honestly, football kind of getting it figured out. And not that we've got it all figured out, we're getting closer to figuring it out and giving us a chance to try to join that. And we want to be kind of a standard for everybody on campus.
I love that, and like I alluded to, I have family in Oak Ridge and I have them in Kingston. Shout out to my stepdad's family. I know they're actually watching, and they just told me, I know you guys are a little over 2.5 hours away from Nashville. Now we have seen the success really taking off with Vanderbilt and also with the other schools in the state. Obviously we know what the success level happens at Knoxville every year. We know that.
Yeah.
Now the smaller programs though, like with you guys, with Memphis even and Vanderbilt, you guys are kind of y'all are kind of ruling the roost. What does this say about smaller programs, especially in the state of Tennessee as a whole?
I think what's neat about the state of Tennessee is it's continuing to grow. A lot of people have moved here. And I know from football specifically, the quality of football player in the state of Tennessee is dramatically different in the year 2025 than it was in the year 2005 when Ben Fox was a senior in high school. And it's a very different kind of player running around. For the better, for all of us, right? I joke around like I wouldn't offer Ben Fox. I'm not offering me. I wouldn't recruit me. We got better guys now, and I think that starts with our ability to get, in-state talent. That's important to me as a son of Tennessee. I'm a Tennessee guy, but honestly, more than that, I'm a pretty proud son of Appalachia. I tell people that. That's how it is. I'm from Gray, Tennessee, and that's right up in the mountain, and I got 6 generations in those hollers. And so it's important to me to play with Tennessee kids as much as we can. I think if you look at our team, a lot of our best players are from Tennessee. Now we supplement it with guys from all over. But Nashville's exploding. I mean, people want to move to Nashville from everywhere, and it's only going to continue to get better. The football is really well coached at the high school level down there, and it's really a lot of really good players.
Oh, hold on. Sorry about that. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're good, man.
Okay. All right. Sorry about that. We had a little bit of difficulty there. I had to handle. Like I said, Oak Ridge, Kingston, Tennessee, Oak Ridge, Tennessee, beautiful area. Knoxville's a good area. We have a friend of ours. His name is John. He actually comes on our show occasionally and talks soccer. And his wife actually, I think he said she went to Maryville College. And the program as a whole, you guys are really, you're dominating literally in every realm of the sport. What? I know Shane's next, but I want to ask you, what is attributing to this type of success, not only for football, but for track and field and everything else? Because, you guys are really starting to turn heads the right way.
Yeah, I think a lot of it has to do with our location, honestly. We're in a great town. When you look at other small private colleges, our town and community is kind of our differentiating factor when you're looking at similar types of schools, right? Assuming that they're a comparable level academically to us, which is going to be challenging for the students. But our town is amazing. We're 15 minutes from downtown Knoxville, which is a legitimate city that's got anything you could want, as big city as you want. And I tell our guys all the time, if y'all can't find a girlfriend in Knoxville, you're the problem. It ain't the girls, it's y'all.
I love that.
There's 25,000 of them right over there in your age bracket. If you can't find one, you're the problem. And, then you can go 15 minutes the other way, and that's where everybody goes to vacation, in the mountains. And so it really is kind of a unique primo location. We got people get to go to college where people go on vacation. That's pretty cool. People say that and you think about like the beach places, but buddy, I don't know if y'all have been to Gatlinburg lately, but they're packed every day.
Oh yeah.
There's always somebody going on vacation there. So, it's pretty awesome to get to go here and live here. And I think that's helped a bunch. And then, like I said, I think just population growth in the state of Tennessee has grown the quality of prospect that you can have. And then lastly, like I said, we have really good coaches in all the sports. Like the adults in the room know what they're doing, and they work hard, and they have visions, and they're competitive, and the school values winning and gives us resources to be successful.
Shane, go ahead.
Oh yeah, well, I'm just down the road here in Brevard, North Carolina, so not too far from you, and still get to enjoy the mountains. And I know Maryville is a nice place to be around, but can you give us a good idea of what kind of game days are like there, coming in the mornings, and tailgate situations, and what it's like actually there at the field?
Yeah, I'll tell you, man. This 2 weeks ago we had homecoming, and homecoming's a pretty big deal at our place. They typically, our home opener was 2 weeks before that. We played Pikeville out of Kentucky, and I think they started setting up tailgating tents and reserving their spots on Thursday, right? And they were probably too deep on the tailgating tents that game for Pikeville, that home opener. We had about 5,600 people in the stadium, which is a lot. It was a lot, and it was rocking. But for homecoming 2 weeks ago, they started setting them up on Monday morning. And I think last I counted that we had 65 different tailgating tents set up. I think they said there was over 9,500 people on campus at our game and walking around for homecoming. And it really is a very unique atmosphere. It's what I say, it's the best that small college has to offer, right? That our stadium, unique feature, does not have a track. The track is its own facility. So it's a strictly football stadium. So it's a lot closer. So the fans, when they're lining the field in the end zones and stuff, it's really tight. It's really tight. It's really loud. It rocks now, and it's a lot of fun. And our Scots walk, when we go at 10:45 for a 1 o'clock kickoff, and they walk up and they play the bagpipes, and all the guys are going, and it's really cool. It's really cool.
Matt, go ahead.
Yeah, Coach, I'm gonna bring it back to the team a little bit. Can you tell us what's the biggest area of growth that you've seen from your team this season, both on and off the field?
Yeah, I think we're a lot just physically we're bigger. That's been a big point of growth. I think watching the leadership on this team develop has been fun. Last year's team had a lot of older guys that had played for 2 or 3 years. So we really lost a lot of leadership last winter, and watching new guys kind of take on that leadership role has been a lot of fun. I think that's probably the biggest growth, is hearing guys find their leadership voice and knowing what they sound like and how to be a leader. It's not just hollering. It's saying specific things. It's how you communicate. It's how you interact with your teammates. To be a leader, you got to have a certain amount of production that is going to grant your teammates are going to then grant you permission to lead them. If you're a leader and nobody follows you, you're just a guy walking off by yourself, right? And you're not a leader. You're just going on a walkabout. So, I think watching that develop, that's probably been the biggest change for us.
Bryan, go ahead.
All right. Can you explain to everyone about your mascot and how y'all came up with a name for the
Scots?
Yeah. Explain that.
Okay.
How they came up with it, how they came up with the logo and everything.
Oh, I don't know how they came up with the logo, but I know how they named it the Scots.
Yeah.
So this area in East Tennessee was settled by Scottish Highlanders when they moved and they immigrated to America. That's where they settled. So that's why. And they say that the Appalachian Mountains, if you went back a million years, are the same mountains that are in the Scottish Highland Mountains. They just broke up. If you go back to remember 3rd grade science and Pangea, and then when it breaks up, I say the mountains. I got a 4th grader right now. I'm locked in on science, right? So, right.
Hey,
but
I got a 2nd grader, so I'm right there with you.
Yeah, they say the mountains are the same. They say the mountains are the same, and then when the Scottish, when the immigrants moved here, they were looking for highlands and mountains, and they settled here, and so that's what it is. Now, our colors are maroon and orange because it's the color of the leaves when they change in the fall.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's very beautiful up there.
Yeah.
In the Smokies. And little side tidbit on that one also, Coach. I don't know if you knew this, back in the last ice age, this area, all of Western North Carolina, Tennessee, and the upstate used to actually be a glacier. And when the ice started to melt, it pushed down and it pushed the mountain range up. That's actually how the Smokies and the Rockies developed. It's really cool to learn that. Thank goodness for a 2nd grader.
Here we go.
we all get wrapped in that kind of stuff with education. Pinsman, go ahead, man.
We had Presbyterian on a couple weeks ago, and I asked the coach this. I want to ask you this: do you have any NFL coaches that you look up to that you want to be like as a role model?
Role model, probably not, but I'll tell you who I like watching. I like how they operate. I think that Matt LaFleur, with the Packers, love the way that they operate. I think Mike Tomlin is a phenomenal head coach. To be a head coach in the National Football League for that long and win that much, I think speaks to a real personality that the players really know he cares about them and is kind of an alpha personality. I like those guys a lot. To me, the 2 best coaches of all time that I really try to study kind of principles about coaching. One is John Wooden, and the other one who is I think the Pyramid of Success and reading those books. If you're like a young coach, that's a great kind of entry level. This is what transformational coaching looks like, right? Where it's not always a transaction of you do this and then you get to play. You give me this, I give you that, right? So a transformational coaching and helping players get better. and find satisfaction in the process. Obviously, Coach Saban is phenomenal, and it's kind of his heyday is kind of when I was a young coach. I'm still pretty young, honestly, but like his heyday was my real formative years in coaching, and seeing how he talked and the stuff they talked about. And one of my old jobs, we actually had one of his sports psychologists come speak to our team, and it's a lot of stuff like that you hear, the two discipline, the two pains, right? The pain of discipline and the pain of regret, and stuff that you don't, unless you're in that inner sanctum with them, you wouldn't know about. And then she heard some of that stuff was really cool. And then I've got a book that that I read from Bill Walsh. Okay, that's
is a legend right there.
Yeah.
True legend.
Yeah,
and I think just kind of like the how they designed his offense and his program and the team and how it all fit together is really cool. So those would probably be the three.
Before I go to Shane for the last question, I got to ask you, how old are you? You look really young.
Buddy, my wife tells me I'm old. I shave every day to keep it. Here's the deal: I can't grow a beard. I grow the worst beard ever. So when I was young, I needed to have a beard, so I looked older. Everybody thought I was a kid, and now I'm old, so I just shave, so I look like scraggly and gross if I don't. So I'm 39. I'm heading towards 40 fast.
Oh what is up with all the coaches we get in that are under the age of 40? I'm 41. Matt's 51. I'm just kidding, Matt. Matt's 40.
All right. So first of all, we know black doesn't crack, but come on, Brandon, I'm not. let's be real here, man.
I was fixing to say, man, you hold that 51 good.
Well,
Go on now. Go on now.
You guys show me some stuff if you're 51,
40, man. I'm right there with you.
Matt's
Coach.
40. I'm 41. Man, so. Shane's 37. And Bryan is actually the old. Sorry, 36.
Yeah, I'm 49.
Bryan is actually the oldest one out of all of us.
Yeah.
Mike is also my age. So I had to ask. We had one coach on here with Presbyterian. He was 33 years old. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Shane, that's insane. But
we had a few 39-year-olds on here, though. We had a few 39-year-olds.
Old beauty. Shane, you have the last question, man. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, well, as we were just talking about some of your coaching influences and stuff like that you've had through the years, I kind of want to get back talking to your team, and you've got a great quarterback, Mr. Rollins. He's done a great job for you this year. It seems like you like to spread the ball a good bit. I just want to kind of get your mindset on your offensive style and some of your key players that you have this year that are putting forth the effort.
Yeah, man, we've got some really talented players, some elite players for this small college level. Our receivers are really good. I've got a tight end that's a unicorn. He's a sophomore. He's 6'5", 220, runs, and he's a freak. He's a unicorn. And we've got some receivers that have played a lot of football. Got some really good linemen. Got a bunch of seniors, good backs, and a lot of good players. But I'm partial to him because he's mine, and I coach the quarterbacks every day, right? So there's a level of a different kind of relationship. The only other person whose job is close to as lonely as mine is his. Everybody sees a lot of the successes and stuff, and they think everybody's your friend, but it's really lonely when you have to hold your friends accountable and you have to get on them when they're not doing right. And you have to behave differently because it can be very lonely, and you don't get to really be one of the guys all the time. But at the Division III level, I would not trade mine for another one in the United States. He's the best. Nobody's done more with from where we were to where we are now. Ain't nobody like him. He's the best. I joke around, tell everybody, it's we wait and we get to the second half, and if it's a close game, I just walk down there and say, hey, buddy, I need you to put your cape on and turn into Superman for me. And so he's special. And I hope he knows how special he is. I think the greatest compliment you can give a competitor, he's a lion. He is a lion. And when the chips are down, he'll stand right there, and he is about that life. And he's a real one. He is real. And I hope our people, I hope our fans, I hope the rest of Division III, I hope they all enjoy watching him because he's special. And if you ain't seen him, you need to watch it because he is different.
I love it. You know, before I let you go, it reminds me of my quarterback when I played, Bryce Kirby. Fantastic quarterback. You know, we were down a couple games, and for whatever reason, it was like, you know, there was like the second gear he turned it on. And I mean, there were times that, you know, there was no way we could come back and win, and we did. And it really, it's just amazing to see the heart. You know, a really good friend of mine, Matt knows him very well, Bryan Kajiyama, and I also encourage you to look him up too, Coach, because he actually used to be a football coach at the University of Hawaii. He has cerebral palsy, so he can't walk or can't talk, but he has a story. It's called Heart of a Warrior. Bryan is the true definition of a heart of a warrior because of what he has overcome. And your quarterback sounds exactly like he has the heart of a warrior. And I love those kinds of stories. Just make it better. It just means differently. And, you know, Coach, it really means the world to us that you guys came on. This is, you know, we like smaller programs. I went to mid-major. I think Matt's the only one that went to a Power 5 conference. I'm not, and that's correct, right, Matt? You went, where'd you go again? Was it Tech? You're muted. Your mic is muted, Matt.
Yeah. I went to Tech. It was a short time, though. A very short time. Very short time.
He went to a Power 4 conference. Mike went to a small school too. Bryan went to a small school. Shane went to a small school. So we like the smaller school. That's where it means the most. That's where the fans are better. That's where the level of competition is more exciting. And it's more family friendly. My daughters, you know, we went to Presbyterian's homecoming game this past weekend. My daughters had a blast. I couldn't pry them away fast enough because they loved it so much. And it means so much more. And I you know, I can tell you right now, you have 5 new fans with us right here. And you know, you guys we do air live on the radio as well. So they now know you guys. And we also air in 29 other countries. So they know who you guys are. So we are standing behind the Scots, not 100, but 200%. We're cheering you on. Can you quickly let everybody know where they can find Maryville on social media and what's the next home game?
Yeah, so our next home game is going to be on November 1st against Rhodes College. So not this Saturday, but the next. Check us out on Twitter and Instagram. It's just at MC Scots Football. And then mcscots.com is our website. Live stream. If you can't check us out, you can check out the live stream. Our people do a great job producing it. And it's see some special ball, but man, I would love to have y'all anytime you want to come on. We don't charge tickets. That's probably why we got so many people come to the games. We don't make them pay for anything. So just come on. Just tell them Coach Fox said I could come and just walk out on the field. It doesn't matter.
We're going to come. And I mean, like I said, we got family up there, and Shane only lives like an hour and 15 minutes from me. Matt's an hour and a half. Brian's 10 minutes from me. Pinsman, I'm sorry, he lives 9.5 hours away. He lives in Pittsburgh. So that'll have to come at another time. But Coach, we absolutely appreciate you. We're going to cheer you guys on loudly from all of our stations. And I can promise you next season, you may see if we're going to try and get everybody here, but we're going to definitely come and check you guys out and cheer you on. Sound good?
Yeah. Sounds good, man.
Brandon, I got
Coach, you take care of yourself. Oh, go ahead, Pinsman.
I got one. If you have any games that are in Pennsylvania, let Brandon know, and I'll see if I can make it.
All right, there we go. Typical Yinzer can't get him out of the city. This guy's putting fries on his sandwich. He won't do anything.
I would love to get out of Pennsylvania. It's just with work and everything. It's just hard.
Yeah, that's what they say.
I'm serious.
I got to get my Permane brothers. What am I going to do? Oh, no. I know.
Yeah, Coach, you take care of yourself. Please tell your family thank you for letting us spend some time with you. We really do appreciate it. And we'll talk soon. Sound good?
Absolutely. Talk to you soon. Go Scots.
That's right. Go Scots.
Coach.
Take care.
Go Scots.
Guys, that was fantastic. Like, come on. How cool is that? Like, I mean, they're such a small program, and they're small, but they're mighty. So as you guys do see, the title actually is we were supposed to have a second guest. Unfortunately, they had something happen. Definitely out of everybody's control. A severe injury happened, and they're going to reschedule this. I actually had Matt, when I told everybody, Matt, I sent you a text message. I was trying to get him to call to see where he was at. Alex did not answer, but he answered for my call because he didn't recognize Matt's number. And that's what Alex told me. But it was, the coach was supposed to reach out, but they had a very severe injury. So unfortunately he was not able to come, but that doesn't mean we can't continue. Because guess what tonight is, Matt?
Typical Matt.
Matt, what is the most memorable TV theme song in basketball that you can remember that starts tonight? Yes, the basketball world is back. First off, y'all, can we get an amen for that? Let's go.
No, because we're here instead of tuning into the games.
I'm ignoring you.
Well, Matt, you can watch at 10 o'clock where the Lakers and the Warriors play.
Yeah,
is LeBron's not playing?
No,
right?
LeBron's not playing. Bronny's starting. We're not saying anything.
No.
Matt, I'm muting your mic. Don't you say anything about Bronny. Don't even. I knew he is biting at the bullet on that one.
No,
so
the king isn't playing, but the chosen one is.
He is
The chosen one?
Do not ever say that again, Matt. You know
the
what?
chosen one?
I gotta find that flag.
The prince. It's time for the prince to play. It's time for the prince to play.
By the way, folks, if you are not paying attention,
here.
if y'all are not paying attention, by the way, shout out to everybody who is listening to us live on the radio at 95.5 KFCE in Terrell, Texas, and TigerNation.live. And all the other radio stations we're here. Shane I know he's biting at this one too. But Matt, I'm going to throw a flag on you. Did you really just call LeBron James's nepotism the chosen one, the prince? Get out of town.
Hey, man,
you're fired.
Hey, look. He's gonna go from his 4 or 5 minutes a game and 1 or 2 points a game last year. He's gonna up that to about 6-7 minutes a game, about 6-7 points a game this year. Man, we're gonna see some growth. Hey, we're gonna see some growth. We're gonna see some growth. So that's all that matters.
We're going to see decline.
Hey, he just turned 21. Down. He's still a young pup. He just turned 21, man. Come on.
Matt's got his first unsportsmanlike conduct.
There it is. Yeah.
Thank you. So we got to get a soundbite that says, "That's a flag. You're on.
I can't wait. Oh man,
Brian,
I missed
you
it,
have
man.
that one.
Yeah, don't you have that one, Brian? Come on.
I don't have it. No.
Oh, dang it.
I don't have
party pooper.
Yeah.
No.
But hey, Matt, I'm excited. I know you're excited, dude.
Absolutely.
It's basketball. It's back. It's going to be better than ever. Yes, folks, you just heard Matt, myself, Shane, Pinsman, and Brian. We all just did the dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun because NBA on NBC is back. Why are you holding the W flag?
I don't know. It switched.
But yes, we are back. Matt, real quick, what games are you looking forward to this week? Like, which one is the ones that you're going to circle and say, man, I cannot wait for that game?
Well, I'm definitely going to take it one day at a time. I know. I see right now the Rockets are leading the Thunder. I'm about to tune into that Rockets game. I want to see how that lineup is performing. It seems like they're doing good against the defending champs. But today I only got 2 games. But tomorrow I definitely want to check out, of course, the Hawks to see how they're going to be. If you haven't heard, LeBron and Steve Nash, they gave crazy props to the Hawks and that team. Saying that they could be a really good sneaky team to come out of the East. So we know the Knicks are going to nick. They'll be good for the season, but they're going to choke in the playoffs. But they got to get against the Cavaliers coming up tomorrow.
Wait, though. Pinsman, didn't you say another 76er season?
It will be.
As well.
It will be.
Hey, Matt. Hey, it depends if Joel Embiid stay healthy.
Celtics tomorrow.
But you know what, though,
they're playing the Celtics without Jason Tatum. But if you notice, as history would tell us, whenever Jaylen Brown is running the show, the Celtics team tends to be a little bit more aggressive. So I want to see how that's going to be. It's going to be Jaylen Brown's team this year. I want to see how that goes. But as far as the first few days, man, those are the kind of games I want to see. Of course, I want to see Cooper Flag play. They play against the Spurs. I want to see him play a debut against.
Finally, something you said knowledgeable.
I love that.
But also on Thursday, man, I'm interested to see how the Nuggets are going to be without Michael Porter Jr., man. I know they got Cam Johnson, man. They're there to kind of, make up for him. But I want to see how they play without MPJ there. And I also want to see how MPJ fares in Brooklyn, man. This is his team now. He's running the show. So, a lot of stories. But the most important story of all is the ascension of LeBron James Jr. So we're gonna check that out.
Don't even
see how that goes. Nah, I'm just playing. I'm just playing people.
You want your second misconduct?
Exactly. You can't afford that. Two texts and I'm out. But yeah, man, it's gonna be interesting, man. It's gonna be interesting to see what's going on. NBA is back. So let's just sit back and enjoy it.
Hey, Matt, did you see Kobe Buffton got released from the Nets? And they just the Hawks traded him to the Nets, and then they released him.
That's what he was waived. Unfortunately, man, people don't realize, man, 90% of the NBA is fit and, team. You have to get to a team that's going to need your services. Hawks were kind of had a log jam out at the perimeter, man, the last few seasons, so they just didn't have a need for him. Kobe Buffton is a really good player. I'm not going to say he's not an all-star level player, but he's a solid player, man. He can play
he's a good bench player that can come out and give you quality 5 to 10 minutes a game.
I think he should have stayed in college for
a
little bit longer. Definitely should have stayed at Michigan for a little bit longer.
Brandon has a point. He could be a sixth man of the year.
Yeah,
if he really
just saying. There's too many valuable candidates.
Good opportunity.
There's too many candidates out there. Which six man is he gonna use?
The king has spoken.
Well, all right. Look, this gentleman right here below me, Shane. Your Hornets. It's so weird. I was about to say Bobcats. Your Hornets start back up too, and a lot of promises going around. Ball and Brandon. I mean, like, come on.
Where?
The Charlotte Hornets. You saw a lot of good possibility with them. What do you think, Shane? What is your outcome that you can predict seeing for the Charlotte Hornets?
I could see a better year than last year for sure. We can hope, but man, Charlotte's they've got some work still to do. Are
they a playoff team?
They're a play-in team. I'm not going to go playoff team. I could say that they're going to be a play-in team this year. I think that they've gotten a couple pieces that I think that they needed through free agency and the draft here in the next, for the past couple of years to make them relevant in that kind of play-in tournament conversation, I would say. But of course, we know it's the East, and it could be wide open. Of course, it could be log jammed. So you never know.
What are your thoughts on Brandon Miller?
I could see us being probably in the same situation as like LeBron and the Lakers were in last year.
And what are your thoughts on Brandon Miller? Do you think Brandon Miller can, take that next step and lead and officially say this is his team?
I'm not sure. I think you're going to see more of a team this year instead of somebody kind of taking it over. As we've seen in the past with the Hornets, they really don't have great luck with a individual leading that team.
Not over the lab because you started to say the Hawks.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I did.
That was a shot. It was a shot. He knew what he was doing.
Brandon, whenever you want me to throw the flag, I'll throw the flag again.
That was smooth, Shane. That was smooth.
Hang on.
There it is.
But hey, we'll see if team ball can prepare.
I like it. Actually, let's go to you, Pinsman. Your team is the 76ers. You did tell me this team is the season's art. You know what that reminded me of? Do you remember the Family Guy episode where Stewie's at the Mets opening game and welcome to opening day, home run, and there goes the season. That's kind of what you reminded me of when you said that. But what are you looking forward to most with the 76ers?
What am I looking forward to? They're gonna put me in the grave quick because I have to trust the process. It's so annoying. This team is so built. It can be doing that. Just build around the beat. You had Paul George. He injured. Everybody that plays is injured. Got to trust the process. I had enough trusting the process. Now let's move forward. Come on now. You start with the Boston Celtics. Give me a break. Come on, Adam Silver. What are you doing to me?
I got a question for you, man. How do you feel about the Sixers taking VJ Edgecombe over Ace Bailey?
Oh, that's a joke too. That's a totally joke. That was not even called for.
Brian, throw the flag.
Okay.
All right, so I brought up. There's the flag.
I mean, I don't get it, man. I mean, I see a lot of teams make questionable moves. I get it, but you have a kind of a generational offensive talent here.
You heard it from a Hawks fan. You heard it
right there in your grasp. He's been the consensus number 2 pick all year long. I mean, he slashed you. He's there at 3. He's there at 3 for you. This guy's. You see what he did his preseason games with the Jazz. It is just preseason. We get that, but you can just tell how players play. You can just tell how they look. You can tell how they look when it comes to basketball. You can just his comfortability on the offensive end of the ball, on the offensive end of the floor.
Not always.
He looked good. Ace Bailey looked good, man. He looked good. He looked really good. But again,
you can't tell by preseason. Not always.
You can't. You cannot. But you look at it like he's 6'9", 6'10", great jump shot, good handle. I mean, some things you can just tell. It is sometimes it doesn't take Ray Charles to see it. I mean, Ray Charles can even see that. So I mean, it's like. I even take it back.
This is a fun episode. I mean, come on, y'all can't.
It's like way back when the Hawks desperately needed a point guard. I mean, we needed a point guard. We had everything else. Josh Smith. We had all these bigs. We desperately needed a point guard, and we had the second pick in the draft. Okay,
or Marvin Williams.
We had Chris Paul sitting there and Darren Williams sitting there, and we draft Marvin Williams.
Marvin.
So that's kind of like how it was. I'm like, wow, you have your future right here. MB is going to give you 40 games a year. I mean, at this point, it is what it is. You're only going to
watch the same basketball games that we're talking about, Matt, because I would see maybe 25.
Look, you're going to get 40 games from MB. That's just the way it is, man.
We appreciate that, but if he stays healthy and finds us seeing on this bench.
but DJ isn't bad. He's an athletic freak, man. I mean, he's just an athlete, but nothing else.
Brandon, I'm not joking. If you watch a Sixers game, he has his own seat.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, I got one for you.
They don't want him to get hurt. They don't want him to sit down and get hurt.
Go ahead, Brian.
He's like,
I want to know, do y'all think that the Golden State Warriors will be back this year?
No.
Somewhere in the – or y'all think
Golden State Warriors? Golden State Warriors?
Stop it, brother. First of all, I mean, you got to just look
at
what
they are the oldest team in the league.
They're always going to compete to be there. They always have a shot. When you got number 30 on the floor, you always got a shot.
Still the Golden State Warriors.
It doesn't matter. That jump shot is still young at heart.
I bet he could throw the ball from Albuquerque, New Mexico to Atlanta, Georgia, and still swish it.
Yeah, that jump shot is still, as long as you got that jump shot, that Curry shot, you're in the game, man. You are in the game. So it doesn't matter. And then Jimmy Butler has a year of training camp. He should be good to go. They got Big Al Horford there. You know,
you're being talked there.
Matt, you forgot somebody. Don't forget, Seth Curry is joining Steph Curry.
Didn't he get waived already?
He got waived.
They waived him like a couple days ago.
I was going to say, unless I didn't hear it.
Got waived.
I was going to say, unless I didn't hear it, but he was with Brothers one time.
Yeah, I mean, I think about 6-7 years ago, he signed with the team again and got waived too.
I don't get it. Recently he was there, but I don't know.
Yeah, he was there recently. He was there recently.
But he got waived.
It's crazy. Okay. It's crazy. But I mean, look, man, they re-signed Kuminga back. I mean, you know, I don't know. We'll see. The Warriors are they are the enigma. You don't know.
In case you guys can't tell, Matt is our basketball guru.
I'm not. I'm just a guy. I'm just a regular guy.
Let's switch up real quick. I'm really eager to talk about this. It's gonna be really quick. It's college football. We saw some big names get their pink slip.
Brandon, I'm sorry. Before you go into this, I just have to ask, guys, was that an interference or not when they hit him with the ball? Was that an interference or not yesterday?
No.
He
jumped, Matt. No. I heard about this. Matt, I heard about this. He jumped.
He jumped in the air. I thought it was, but he jumped. But he was jumping to get out of the way, is what he was doing.
I thought you can't impede the flow of the ball, right?
The shortstop threw the ball. He was trying to get out of the way, is what he was trying to do. He did. If you did look, he does this.
Yeah, but it still hit him though. So if
it still hit him, yeah. I understand the reasoning behind it because it hit him, but
tell Josh Diller not to be Mary Poppins and jumping up in the air.
All right, sorry about that, Brandon. Go ahead, Brandon. Sorry about that.
We saw some big names get their pink slips already. Most notably, the newest one that got their pink slip is Mike Norvell's brother, Jay Norvell, at Colorado State. Got his pink slip From what I have been told by so many people, and there are so many stories out there, Jay Norvell is one of the best coaches that people have ever had. He just didn't have the talent and the coaching staff around him to generate a solid impact at Colorado State. But, Matt, I'm going to ask you this question because, Bryan alluded to this really good with those stats that he pulled out with James Franklin. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, go back and look at our YouTube short. Bryan laid it out perfectly. The question Bryan asked was, would you hire James Franklin to run your franchise? And I said no. Bryan said no. I think, Shane, what did you say?
Not an NFL, but I'll take him at Tech all day.
So we're going to play real quick, okay? I'm going to ask every one of you, you give me your likely destination of James Franklin to go, and I'm going to start with Shane. Where do you think his likely destination, because he, in order to continue really soaking in his buyout, he has to get another job, either at coaching or in media, and he has to make a minimum of $8 million a year. Darn. But, where do you see him realistically? Where is your realistic destination he'd land?
He'll be wearing a different shade of blue with orange, I believe.
Florida.
Yes.
Florida.
Wow.
I believe they've got the money to put into them, and they've got the facilities, they've got the history. It's the SEC, so I mean, I could see him probably $9.5 million easy offered.
What about you, Matt? Where do you see James Franklin going?
I think I can see him going to Auburn, man.
You think you think Hugh Freeze is getting fired?
Hey man, dang! Sometimes it just doesn't work out. But I say I think something's crazy is going to happen. And with Freeze, I think he's going to go to Auburn. But I'm only saying that because I think Florida is the number one option. But I'm gonna give a different. I'm gonna give a different answer. My second pick would be Auburn.
Well, you know where my first pick is.
Oh yeah, we knew that right away.
Well, hey, look! I love what we're doing here down here in Georgia Tech, man. But damn,
you starting to worry a little bit there, aren't you?
Nah,
You better hope James Franklin takes that Florida job. If not,
really, because
holla back.
Your boy at Georgia Tech gonna take that next opportunity real fast.
I know, right? I know, right?
He's gonna jump the gun real quick. Like, I'm out of here. I'm going over to. Florida says we're gonna offer you $10 million a year. You best darn believe that boy's gonna be like,
no, he'll take it. He'll take it.
He's he'll be booking his first flight out of here to get on out.
But if he takes the Florida job, then that means James Franklin can take the Georgia Tech job. I mean,
James Franklin would not go to Georgia Tech.
Dang, I know, man. Let me dream.
Georgia Tech can't even afford something of his caliber.
Whoa! Now, as much as we charge these kids for tuition, yes, we can.
Can't afford that quality because his big who is big brother in Georgia right now?
Right now, hey man, look, we're gonna see
his big brother.
We're gonna see when that matchup coming.
You want to hear a crazy stat, by the way, Matt?
What's that?
For the first time ever in the history of AP and college polls, this is the weirdest thing I never knew until I read this recently. Both UGA and Georgia Tech are ranked the highest together that they have ever been. UGA is 5, Georgia Tech is 7. Here's the next question for you, Matt, before I go to Bryan and ask. Could Georgia Tech leapfrog Big Brother and say, I rule the roost this year?
If UGA loses another game before they get to Tech, then Tech will be the higher ranked team.
Which is so weird to say. This is actually, if Georgia Tech wins, this will technically it will be classified as the best season ever because they're currently tied for the best start.
It's already
they've tied for the best start. They will become the best season ever at Georgia Tech if they win.
We have a team full of seniors, so we need to enjoy this now because it's going to get ugly next year. Going forward,
that's another reason why
it's going to be ugly.
By.
It's going to be ugly. It's going to be ugly. So we need to maximize this season as much as we can.
If ESPN, if you watch ESPN and everybody's going to Georgia Tech, the transfer portal's open.
Yep, that's true. Transfer portal is open. Bryan.
Yeah, but
I'm going to your team. I'm going to say North Carolina. The Tar Heels.
Oh man, yes. See, I was hoping Shane would say that. I was about to say we have two teams you haven't mentioned. North Carolina is definitely one of them.
I'm telling y'all, he's not getting fired. Belichick's not getting fired, guys.
Yeah, he is, Matt.
If he
I
starts
think
out,
I'm
he is.
telling you, Belichick was not going to get fired. They are
And
not
I'm
going to.
telling you,
How much
he
is the
will.
If they
buyout?
don't win anymore, his buyout's $1.5 million.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
Yeah.
That's
So they
He's gonna
absolutely
get fired.
Yeah, he's gonna get canned.
I don't think
He's
so.
one and done.
I don't think he's getting fired, guys. I don't think. And the
North
reason why I say that,
Carolina's reputation doesn't like
Hey.
losing.
no, but the
Well, how
reason
about-
why I say that is I don't think they have the cojones to fire him.
I think they do.
Oh, they will.
I don't think
They
I don't
will.
think they will. I don't think they will. I don't think they
I
will.
mean, they
about
got
this
away
one?
with the basket weaving scandal for what, 10 years?
Look, they're not going to fire him. I just don't see them fire him in year one. There has to be. I just don't see them
He's not
firing him
even
in year
gonna
one.
finish year
let's
one.
just say for bleeps and giggles, they don't win any more games at UNC. You gonna keep somebody who won 2 games?
They're going to win another game.
What if they don't though? What if they don't?
I still want to fire him. I still want to fire him.
To who? A high school team?
Hey, Matt, what about this one, Maryland?
Maryland, yes. What about Maryland?
Yeah, Maryland. I can see. I can see that. But
All right, so Pinson, what about you? What West Coast destination could you see realistically? Because we've already covered the East.
he is
But
not.
realistically, where could you see him going in the West Coast if he goes to the West Coast?
I have no idea because I have him stuck on North Carolina. I think Belichick's going to be fired. I told you this numerous times on the phone.
You
West
have, yep.
Coast, West Coast. I have no idea.
Yeah, he has told me many a times that Belichick is getting his pink slip. Here's where I think I'm actually going to go on Shane Sweater. I think if any opportunity really presents himself, I think it will be Virginia Tech first and Florida really next door to each other as to see who battles to get him there. One of the two is going to lock him in.
Why would he go to Virginia Tech?
Opportunity to develop. He is a great developer. That's what he is.
But
He's
this
not
is-
a great coach.
Matt, if you think of what he did in Penn State, it's pretty phenomenal. Besides
Yes,
winning big games,
these big schools are going to these schools are going to come at him. These schools are going to come at him with the Brinks truck. They're going to come at him. I mean, is Virginia Tech? Is Virginia Tech going to?
Tech just voted $229 million in the next 4 years to the program. So
Woo!
It might happen.
Matt, I want you to hear this and I want you to listen and just soak this in. Unlike Bryan down there, Bryan down there is worried about the big games. James Franklin can go to North Carolina, Virginia Tech, any small school and build that organization back up, get the AD directors on their side, get NIL, got transfer portals. He can get things going. Like he built a big program up there. It's just Penn State sucks, so they always will, no matter who the coach is.
Mhm.
But I'm just saying that James Franklin did make Penn State relevant.
So
Hey,
if you
Brandon,
look at what school can offer him the most and give him the most,
Florida.
it'll be
Florida.
an SEC school. It'll be an SEC school.
Yeah.
So
Unless
it's gonna be-
unless if it's FSU, because Mike Norvell hasn't won an ACC game in over 800 days almost.
Mike Norvell should be. That's
Mike Norvell's
that's
he
who
is
should be
getting his
getting
pink
fired. That's
he
who
is
should be getting
absolutely
fired.
getting his pink slip. I
But I
guarantee
mean,
you.
look, man. But you got to go with what's available right now. And hey, look, man. Florida, they got rid of their coach for a reason. They know what it is. Florida knows they're in the driver's seat. They know they're in the driver's seat with this one. So,
Hey, Matt, Brandon, Shane,
I think
I got a
he's gonna go
question
to
for
Florida.
y'all.
Go ahead.
Okay, when is the last time? I don't know this stat or this is nothing. When is the last time we've actually seen Florida and Florida State lose their coach in the same year?
Ooh, I don't know.
Have we ever seen that before?
I don't think we've ever seen, because Bobby Bowden was the head coach for like 55,000 years at Florida State.
Matt, put that as a clip that Matt DeBaron doesn't know a stat.
That wasn't. I don't know the year. But,
I can't think of that question. Do you know that answer, buddy? Who knows the answer? People who are watching the stream, if you know that answer, let us know. We would love to hear, because I don't know that answer.
I got another question to pose for everybody out there on this.
All right.
If Norvell gets fired, will Dion leave Colorado?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Wholeheartedly, yes, because FSU, he has always said that was home, and that is home, that is home, that is home. And guess what? Colorado ain't going to do much this year, if anything. So I could see absolutely Dion saying, bye, I'm going to FSU.
I mean, you got to do something at it. If you're FSU, you got to do something. I mean, you haven't really been relevant since Jameis. You got to do something.
And that was by stretch too.
Yeah. You got to do something here, man. Got to do something here. So Dion, that'll be a good play. Man, Shane is on one today.
I know Shane
got him today.
Man.
Shane got him today.
Yeah, really, that was a good one. All right, so real quick, let's talk a little bit about the NFL. Last night, not last night. Well, yeah, last night, Matt.
Yeah, can we talk about Mike Evans?
No, yeah, let's talk about Mike Evans. Did you see that injury, by the way, y'all? I know Benjamin saw it.
That would have been a catch if he didn't get hurt. If he didn't break his collarbone, that would have been a catch.
So Benjamin put this question out earlier today, actually. Will Mike Evans return? I said no. I say just by the time he comes, if he were a chance to come back, the Buccaneers could be so far out of the opportunity to go to the playoffs, it'd be pointless. His 1,000 yards a season streak is going to come to an end unless he gets like a 700-yard game. I think it's coming to an end.
Hold on, aren't the Bucs at what, like 5-3?
5-2.
5-2. I mean,
yeah.
How would they be so far out of the playoffs? They're like
they could be. I said they could be.
They've been playing without him all year anyway. He got hurt in the beginning of the season with this hamstring thing, so they've been playing without him. But I mean, Baker's been playing well without him. So,
but how weird is it to say though that we're not going to see Mike Evans get another 1,000 yards this year?
Which is crazy because him and Jerry Rice were tied. But
I know they were neck and neck, literally neck and neck.
Yeah, he would have broke it this year. Yeah. And after he broke it, I think he would have retired. Look, he got his ring. He got his ring. He got the accolades. He got the stats. That was a crazy, insane draft class, by the way. That was the Odell Beckham draft. Where all those receivers came in. Crazy wide receiver draft. Crazy. But
right. You forgot Antonio Brown too.
I think Kelvin Benjamin in that draft class too.
Yeah, he was. That was he was the only buzz.
Yeah, it was a crazy draft class with a crazy amount of wide receivers.
Calvin Ridley too, I think.
Calvin Ridley
was really good.
Jarvis Landry was in that draft. I mean, it was a crazy draft, man. But
Bryan, Antonio Brown.
Yeah.
So many.
Look, man. I mean, but at the same time, whew, I don't know, man. I got to say. I've been watching it for the last 10 years because he's been going against us for the last 10 some plus years. So heck of a career. I don't think he'll be back. I think he was only playing to beat that record. Yeah. But he's not going to beat it now. But now with a broken collarbone. So I think this is going to hang him up. And heck of a receiver, man.
Speaking of Tampa Bay, Doug Martin, unfortunately, he unfortunately passed away. And from what reports are, is he broke into somebody's house, had a struggle with police. They did say that they are going to send his brain off to be tested for CTE, which is understandable. But Matt, I had a lot of praise for him because he did face Atlanta a lot, and he ate Atlanta for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Man. He knew how to eat us alive, and he was still a tremendous running back.
The muscle hamster, man. Shout out to Doug Martin for winning me my fantasy football championship back in that day. Because he was a rookie, nobody believed anything in him, and I drafted him, and he won me a lot of money. So I gotta give a shout out to him. But yeah, man, he was going through his family said he was going through some mental issues. Ended up at a neighbor's house, a couple houses away. Something happened, but he unfortunately passed away in police captivity. So he's 36, way too young. So, shout out to the, Martin family and for Doug Martin himself, man, a heck of a player. Boise State, had a good run there. So
let me ask you this, Matt. When was the last time I could give praise to a Boise State player? And I'm giving it to Doug Martin and Ashton Genty.
About to say, I know you just talked about Ashton Genty a few episodes ago back there.
Those are the only two that I will ever praise.
Yeah. So, I got to give it to him. I mean, what other player is really that good? It's come out of Boise State, though.
Hey, Brandon, I got a question, though.
Yeah.
When y'all Taylor. All right, quiz.
No.
All right. This from this week, something that came up just a minute ago, week 8 in the NFL. Name 5 teams, 4 that has missed the playoffs last year, entering week 8 on a win streak of 3 games or more. Can you name 5 of the teams?
Ooh.
Would the Indy be one?
Of course.
Yeah, the Colts.
Yes, the Colts is one.
How about the Jaguars?
No.
Oh, they just lost.
How about the Chargers? No. What, maybe? I don't know. You've stumped us. I don't know. Give us the
Cowboys. New England?
Is New England on that list?
Okay.
New England, Green Bay.
And the Broncos, the Carolina Panthers.
Wow.
That's the 5.
Dang, the Panthers won 3 straight?
Yeah, the Panthers are 4-3. They won 3 in a row at home. They just won their 4th game, basically. They are actually half a game behind the Buccaneers to lead the division. 2 games. That's still weird to say.
We're only 1 game back of the division.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, 1 game back in the division.
But we're in second place.
Yep.
I mean,
but Matt, we're going to talk about the dark horse. Brian, what were the other teams again?
Here, I'll put them in
that division.
Put them in the stream.
Put them in the stream. Okay.
Yeah, type it in the stream. Matt, we got to address the dark horse in the room.
What would that be?
He's 38-50 as a head coach for the 32-50 as a head coach for the Atlanta Falcons. It's just time to go ahead and say bye, right? I mean, it is a weekly.
Who's 32-50?
Raheem Morris.
I mean, you can't count that first interim tenure, man.
What are you laughing at?
Matt's face. Who?
Yeah, I'm like 32-50.
That technically, that's literally what his record is.
He just got here last year.
This is year 2, but Matt, this is a weekly situation developing in Atlanta. First, it's the timeouts. Then it's
that sounds familiar, Brian.
Then if I throw the ball,
yeah,
then
it's very familiar.
Let's put 10 players on the field instead of 11.
Very Dan Quinn-ish.
And yes, and then let's continue on the situation. And there's obviously some bad blood that has happened with Ray McCloud, as he was released officially today. But we're talking
about Ray McCloud here, man.
He is a great returner. I think he's better than Jamal Agnew. That's what I think. I've always thought that, though.
Thank you.
I thought he was going to say Jamal somebody else, boy. I thought I was about to turn up. I thought he was going to say Jamal somebody else.
He goes, Matt's like this. He's like, I'm ready.
I thought he was going to say Jamal somebody else.
No, I think he is a lot. I think he was a better return man than Jamal Agnew ever was. And that's I'm sticking gun to that because Jamal, he shows signs of greatness, and then he does the absolute biggest boneheaded things. Like he lets the ball bounce in front, rolls to the 2-yard line, picks up and tries to run and gets a safety.
Jamal Agnew has never shown any sign of greatness. I don't know what you're talking about right now, Brandon.
What I've seen.
No, Brandon, it's been a while since I had to do this, Brandon. It's been a while since I had to do this. Jamal Agnew has not shown any sign of greatness. That has not happened. So I don't know what you're talking about here. Our special team.
Sweaty.
Well, I was just also saying that you were the person that said that Bronny James is as comparable to Eric Bledsoe out of all people.
I did not see. Look again. You're playing with my words here, man. I said. He can have an Eric Bledsoe type of game. That's all I said, bro. And I was like 2 years ago.
Not paying attention, Brandon.
That was like 2 years ago,
just like
man.
real NFL.
Man. Jeez.
And Brandon,
but Brooke,
you saw that, right? You said
what?
You saw that?
I can't hear you. Broke up. What'd you say?
You said that you saw the greatness.
No, he showed signs of greatness.
Oh, okay. There is a reason why you're the only one wearing glasses.
You're still because Matt wears glasses actually.
Hey man, I don't see no glasses on my face, so I don't know what we're talking about here, buddy.
Proof of it. I have proof of it.
Hey man, hey look, I don't have anything.
Because you haven't gotten your eyes checked in the last 10 years. You even told me that.
I don't need to have my eyes checked. Baloney. I'm good, sir.
Baloney.
Yeah, man. Look, Brandon.
But let's hear something, Matt. Is it time to move on from Raheem Morris?
Not
because
yet.
It's a weekly situation with him.
Not yet. I wouldn't count his interim schedule. No, I'm counting from last year. When Tommy got here, his first year was last year. I'm counting. That's the time I'm counting. And in this tenure, the last couple of seasons, it has been a joke. I'm sorry. There has been a joke with the timeouts, the misutilization of
running the ball,
of your
passing
time,
the ball,
not running,
quarterback.
Okay, you know what really pissed me off when they played against the Niners?
What?
They were down by I think like 3 points. They decided to go for it on 4th and 1, and Bijan's out the game.
Yes, and do you hear what his excuse was?
I don't even want to hear.
Bijan had just run the play, and he had him on the field. Best move to put him on a break. Man, get out of there! You run a pistol formation, which I don't like. I've never liked the pistol. Your running back is 10 yards behind you from the line of scrimmage, and you're going to start on a 4th and 1. You're going to line up in a pistol formation instead of lining up under and just here you go, Bijan. Let's send you the ball. You will get the first down 99 out of 100 times. Bijan Robinson is not, if not the best running back that has walked the face of the Atlanta Falcons organization, and you're not utilizing him.
I'm about to say because Christian McCaffrey was
no. You're just looking for a short. That's all you're looking for. No,
Christian McCaffrey
again,
was looking. Whew.
Again, though, Matt. Seriously, Bijan Robinson is
read
the best running back.
Matt, read that.
Bijan Robinson is the best running back ever to don a Falcons uniform, and Raheem Morris puts him on the bench.
I agree, man. What is this?
And there's your proof right there, Matthew.
I'm laughing so hard because I'm talking about this stuff with Mike Tomlin, and now you Atlanta Falcons fans are talking about this now.
Dude, we would kill for Mike Tomlin. You don't understand. We would kill for Mike Tomlin over here. You don't understand. You don't understand. I would gladly take Mike Tomlin. Gladly. Because you didn't know. See, you've been spoiled. You've been spoiled with Mike Tomlin all these years. Playoffs. You know, y'all been spoiled up in Pittsburgh, man. You know, you didn't have to go through what we went through. You don't have to go through what we go through. With coaches making high school mistakes.
They call us the cardiac birds. That's a true story.
Like again, we'll beat these good teams. We destroyed the Vikings, then just get blown out 30-0 by the Panthers. Then we'll come back and beat the Bills, and then we'll lose to a team we should not lose against. So look, man. At this point with Raheem, what's his year 2? This is year 2 now of this particular tenure. We didn't make the playoffs last year. This year we probably will make the playoffs this year. Just looking at the schedule. We're 3-3. We're 3-3 right now. So I mean, we'll keep it 500. Look at the schedule. Schedule's kind of easy. We'll be okay. So I can see Falcons sneaking in there. Although I don't think we should. I think honestly, I just hate how inconsistent we are. I hate how inconsistent we are. But look,
Bryan with these stats, man, doggone. But anyway, like you're saying though, Matt, I personally think it's time. I think this will be his last year. I really feel this is his last year.
If he doesn't shape up, if he doesn't make the playoffs, he's gone.
Yeah, I think it will too. Hey, real quick, want to let everybody know a really cool, exciting news regarding the Mountain West Conference. Toledo has tentatively agreed to join the Mountain West Conference as a football-only member. They are slated to have a vote, though, to see if they can pull Toledo in as a full-time member of the Mountain West Conference. Mexico State is leading Conference USA to join the Mountain West Conference, and Tarleton State has had close conversations to join the Mountain West Conference, and they are very close to an agreement. Real quick, I'm going to ask you, Matt, what does this say to you about smaller programs and the possibility of Conference USA and the MAC dissolving?
I can see. I can see that happening. I can definitely see them dissolving. But also it just says, man, these teams they're just adjusting to the transfer portal. They're adjusting to all NIL. These conferences have to adjust. And they have to do something. Eventually. It's just going to be one big. You got your SEC, you got your ACC, you got your Power Four, but everybody else is just going to come together. It's going to happen.
It's called the EEOC, the Everybody Else Conference.
Yeah. It's going to have to happen. It's going to have to happen. That's what we're going towards. And then they'll separate themselves from the Power Four. It'll be like 2 separate leagues. I can see that happening too. So I don't know, man. I don't know.
Bring back the Big East.
Just those days are gone, Brandon.
Bring back the times of old. Bring back the old Pac-8.
All those days are gone. Back when, the one school was in one conference for both football and basketball. Those days are done, son. They're done. So
breaks my heart to hear that. It breaks my heart you just said that.
Yeah.
Matt's a killer. Those days are gone.
That's what Matt's good at doing this, though.
Hey, man.
Those days are gone, Brandon. Those days are gone.
It's a wrap, man. It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Hey,
get with the times, Brandon.
What did you say, Shane?
They could host a college game day.
Yep.
They play Austin Peay at home, and if they win out and Austin Peay wins out, they
Austin
could
who?
go down with,
Austin who?
Going
Austin
on that.
P. Austin P.
It's Austin P, not Pay.
Austin Peay. Pay, whatever.
What are you, Forrest Gump? Mama done sailed me. Sorry, I had to say that. No, you're right though. Oh, by the way, real quick, also, Bryan.
Yeah,
we've had this discussion. Presbyterian, y'all. You cannot say enough about them. This was actually crazy. This was true up until today, actually. And I had to confirm this, and I did confirm this with Coach Bice on this. Presbyterian could go 12-0, and they actually, in theory, could have missed the playoffs in the FCS. That's so weird to say that. However, the gods that be in football and the football championship subdivision, or the FCS as people call it, Presbyterian is going to. They are 99.2% chance locked in to go into the playoffs. So they're going to the playoffs. Congratulations to Presbyterian, guys. They're literally the smallest school in all of Division I. They're 360 to 360. We went to the game this past weekend. They absolutely destroyed Stetson 42-7. Bryan and I will be at the next home game, which is not this week, but next weekend. I believe they're playing Davidson, so it's gonna be that's a matchup right there. So we are going to be there to see Presbyterian play. I'm gonna try and convince Shane to come down so we can all three of us be there to cheer on Presbyterian. But shout out goes to Presbyterian College. The small schools literally is where it's at. Phenomenal level of competition you see from Presbyterian. I mean, their defense is stout. Their offense, they have this tight end, y'all. And this tight end, I guarantee you this is his last year playing at the FCS level. He's going to the FBS. And Coach Bice even did tell us the same thing, that he probably has a lot more opportunities in the FBS with NIL and everything. He's going to move up. He's an all-pro tight end. Here's a crazy stat for many people who don't know this. Presbyterian is part of the Pioneer League. Every team in the Pioneer League has no scholarship players, none, which is weird to say because it's $60,000 a year to go to Presbyterian College. Look it up, true story. And you have players who are gun-ho committed about playing there. Shout out to Presbyterian. Shout out to Coach Bice. We will be there again. He has come back on our show again when the playoffs begin. So stay tuned for that one. Guys, we've had a fun episode tonight, a jam-packed episode. I mean, I hate that we didn't get our second guest in there in Newberry College. It's okay, though. Things happen. We will reschedule them. Real quick, want to remind everybody of the upcoming episodes. Tomorrow, we will have Rob DeMello, KHON's 2 sports directors, going to talk to us about UH sports. And then on Friday, October the 24th, which is this Friday, it is episode 162. Yes, but we have a professional women's basketball player, Addison Burleson. She is going to join the show to talk about her journey in the realm of basketball. Really excited to talk to her about that. And my daughter, Addison, is extremely excited because there's another Addison. And she's already, we've already left the message with Addison, and she really enjoyed talking with her. So it's really cute. And then next Tuesday, the 28th, which is episode 163, we will have the athletic director of Utah Tech. Yes, it's a real program. I promise you guys. Great football program, worth talking to. There will not be an episode on Halloween, which is next Friday. God, already. Tuesday, November the 4th, which is episode 164. We have Whittier College coming on. Guys, this program, they're based in California. They took a 12-year hiatus out. They didn't play, and they're coming back starting next year. Really excited to talk to Coach Corey about it. He's also the athletic director. Friday, November the 7th, we are also going to be talking to the prodigal son. I can't wait for this one. Matt is going to absolutely enjoy this one too. We are going to have our good friend Abe Gordon. Yes, from 92.9 The Game is coming on to talk to us. What else about Atlanta?
Yes, sport. It's gonna be a pleasure to see Abe again, man.
It's gonna be a pleasure. I'm excited to see him.
So
I feel like a kid at a candy store every time he comes on, because we always get great content with him. And then this one I'm really excited about because it's tenured to our guy Pensman over here. But on Tuesday, November the 11th, the Biloxi Breakers professional hockey team is joining the show to talk about hockey. So we're excited about that one. So for everybody who tuned in tonight, for our guest head coach of your Maryville Scots, Shane, what do you tell everybody, sir?
Oh, well, as always, just go out there and remember, love everybody. May the good Lord bless you, and peace, love, and bacon grease.
Peace, love, and bacon grease, indeed. What is that? I don't want to know. Bryan, what do you tell everybody, sir?
I want to tell you, everybody, be kind and be safe and love each other.
Absolutely. Pensman, what do you say to everybody as your final goodbye, sir?
With everybody that's hating, do not hate. Just respect everybody and just get along. If you don't like a comment, just walk away.
Amen to that one. And of course, we leave the best for last. As his mic is muted. Yes, Shane. I know you get to turn the light on, but Matt, unmute yourself and tell everybody your final goodbyes, please, sir.
Oh man, we're not going to do all that today. But no,
come on,
guys,
Matt,
thank you all.
Matt,
We're not going to do it. 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 Not going to do it. But no, thank you everybody for tuning in, man. Make sure you guys check us out, man. On the local radio station, 95.5. Also, check us out, Tiger Sports Media, as well. Also, guys, we got a lot of games coming up. The NBA's back. So with the NBA being back, people are going to be out there. They're going to be partying. They're going to be doing this. They're going to be doing that. If you're going to drink, guys, do it at home. Don't be out there drinking and driving, man. The last thing you want is the whoops to come up behind you. You don't want those to come up behind you. Then you get locked up. You're locked up for the weekend, and you're not getting out. You're not going to see the judge until Monday. So you'll see the judge on Monday.
You'll see him on Wednesday for a brief second.
You got a rap sheet, so it's just not worth it, guys. So don't get flagged in the game of life. Go home, drink at home, be safe. I'll talk to you guys later.
I mean, come on, this is fun. Guys, this is what we do. We crack up and we have a grand old time, as we always see. But
South Carolina.
You took it away from me. Thank gummit.
South Carolina.
You gotta do the. But guys, as I always tell you, peace up. A-Town down Y. It's the greatest sports city there ever was. Yes, basketball is back. Come on, Atlanta. I need something out of you. I'm tired of this.
Come on, Philly.
Hold on, guys. I'm talking to my daughter, man. I'm talking to my daughter before she goes to bed.
Come on, Philly. Don't kill me.
You guys got to hold on for a second. But
we got 2 minutes. There you go.
What's up? What you need?
You said you need to give you a minute.
Oh my gosh! Hey, you guys have a good night, man. You guys have a good night.
Yes.
Look at this outro, stylized by myself. Of course, guys, hit us up on social media, Sportz Nutz. I'm at Matty D Thomas. You got Brandon. His Twitter's not up.
At the Sportz Nutz.
Pensman, we enjoy it. Thank you guys for coming on, Bryan. Thank you. It was a pleasure as always. You guys, everybody, have a good night. Brandon, please keep
we will see you guys tomorrow. Good night.
Thank you.
And enjoy this wonderful outro.
All right, guys.
Bye.
South Carolina.